One thing that has shaped me into the person I am today have been my struggles and the ways in which I have overcome them. For example, when I was younger, in the second grade, I was a very shy kid. I didn't like to talk to people, I wasn't very good at making friends, and I wasn't very sociable. But I met this teacher who was teaching this girl empowerment poetry-based dance class. And she taught me to hold myself. She taught me how to walk into a room and introduce myself. How to walk with courage and with purpose. And I think because of that class that I took for 7 years until I was a teenager, I think I have been changed incredibly. I have developed a lot of skills that I would not have otherwise. And because I had that introduction, I lean into those skills and I try to get better at them every day. And I also really value people who are able to hold themselves properly. But I think that gave me the courage, building those skills gave me the courage to do the crazy things I did in high school, like audition for musicals I'd never heard of, and join the poetry slam team. All things that really shaped my life and gave me more color than I could ever imagine. Color. Haha. Anyway, I think also the other struggles that I face, such as mental health, being part of the LGBT community, and being a woman in STEM, all struggles that everyone faces. But what made it different for me was that, being vulnerable was the solution. Reaching out to people and being vulnerable and sharing just a little bit too much in group therapy or sharing just enough with my therapist. Those kinds of things were what got me the help that I needed and what gave me the extra push to improve myself and get better. And I think because of that, I really value vulnerability because I know how much it can be rewarding, however difficult it is. So when I meet a teacher who's really passionate about something, like my teacher from last year who was really passionate about algae and seaweed, I'm gonna be very attracted to it, and it's gonna spill over into me because I value that vulnerability and I want to repay them for their vulnerability with me. And that could be seen in my project for engineering last year when I designed a at-home system for growing microalgae so that you could harvest it and eat it, and it's going to purify your air and it's going to provide an extra source of food and it's going to look pretty. I could go on and do my actual pitch, but the point is that because of the vulnerability that I saw in her, I was really drawn to this subject that seems so bizarre. And that vulnerability also goes into being able to present oneself as you truly are and to carry oneself. I think a lot of people come to the same conclusions in their lives, that it's good to be vulnerable and good to be courageous, but I think that my stories are unique to me because they're my stories, I guess.